Okay, I got my next book all ready. Need to go through this as fast as I possibly can. Get this over with. Don't have much time to make the video, so I try to get this. So I just go get right through it. First one I got is Poul Anderson, a night of ghosts and shadows. Got that. Then I got a Kenneth Bulmer, Swords of the Barbarians. Next is the first two books in the series by Richard Kirk, Raven, the Sword Mistress of Chaos, and then the volume 2 is called A Time of Ghosts. And next one is Ian Rob Wright, Crawlers. And Aaron Beauregard, Horsefly. Next is a pair, novel and a sequel. I don't forgot why I got these. I guess the title was interesting or something like that. E.B. Asher. We got This Will Be Fun and This Will Be Interesting. The type is too small on the back of these, so I don't think any chance that you'd be able to read those. Next is a pair by Matt Denneman. We got the Dungeon Anarchist Cookbook, and we got Operation Bounce House. I believe this is the third in the series, maybe, but that's what was available to me. I'll get to the second one as soon as I can, and all the rest. Next, we got T. Kingfisher, Wolfworm. Let me see here. Maybe. Next, we got Norman Spinrad, the Void Captain's Tale. This is normally I don't go for straight science fiction much. There has to be some sort of gimmick involved in it, and apparently there's a special way that the female captain of this ship powers her ship. It's interesting. I'll let you find out about that. Sarah Gailey, Spread Me. And Monica Kim, Mocha. Next, Drew Magery, The Hike. Hope I haven't shown some of these off before. They were all piled together. Christopher Miklos, Tick Town. It's possible some of these are seeming familiar. I might have already showed a couple of these off. Jeremy Robert Johnson, Extinction Journals. I don't have the best memory in the world, so it's possible. Bentley Little, Indignities of the Flesh. Some short stories. Bitter Corella, Moonflow. Then we got Mick Farren, Jim Morrison's Adventures in the Afterlife, which is about that exactly, pretty much. Next is a bunch by two authors. I'm just going to mix together here. This should finish off my Carlton Mellick collection, all these here. We got, yeah, I'll let you read the title yourself on this one. Then you got Scorpion Ranch. And then the other author I got in this hand is Stephen Laws. I kind of like the edition that presented of his books here. And this is Somewhere South of Midnight. So I've got 3 books in this livery here. I might look for some more done this way, because books are art as much as they are entertainment. And I'll go ahead and do the last of the Laws. Oh, that was Macabre. And then Demonic. See here. I don't know. And the rest of the Mellicks. We got Neverday. Way too much type on the back of that one. We got Armadillo Fists. I don't know if you're going to be able to make that out. We got The Bad Box. Stacking Doll. Another one with a lot of type on the back. Don't know if you can read that. Cuddly Holocaust. As She Stabbed Me Gently in the Face. Another one with a lot of type on the back. Probably a moot point. And the Morbidly Beast Ninja. I could have sworn I had this one. This is the oldest one of the batch, I think. But it escaped my attention for some reason. Could have sworn I had that one. Alright, next is a trilogy by John DeChancy. Paradox Alley. And we got Red Limit Freeway. And Star Rigger. I think these are out of order. Next is it's 3 by Brian Aldiss, A Hand-Reared Boy. And its sequel, A Soldier Erect. And another one, Bow Down to Null. I'm probably not going to be interested in this one, so I'll throw this in my sale trade pile. I mean, it's a very well thought of novel, but I don't think I'm interested in this one. Next, we got Ron Goulart, Hail Hibbler. And Avram Davidson, Or All the Seas with Oysters. Next is it's Ed Martin, Frankenstein 69. Not much to see there. And another one to finish off my collection of an author. I believe this is the last and the latest John Swartzwelder, Dead Detective Mountain. I think I got all of his stuff now. Next is probably my first actual book of Seabury Quinn. Is Alien Flesh. I don't know, this is way too reflective. I don't know. Alright. Then we got The City 2000 AD, Urban Life Through Science Fiction. Some, I think those are stories. Next is Cynthia Buchanan, Maiden. Then you got I don't think these may or may not be stories, I don't know. Hell's Cartographers. Next is a couple of stories by Barry Malzberg, Screen and Cinema. Next is a couple by Jeff O'Brien. This is an updated version of a book I've got. So I'll be taking that other one and putting it into my for sale trade lot, just like that I got. And this is a Big Bubenstein. And the sequel, The Return. Next is 3 by Peter Dudar, Blood Cult of the Booby Farmers. I think this is a short story collection, Such Pretty Confusion. And The Goat Parade. This one's been around for a while in the horror community. I'm just now getting around to getting a copy. Next is a a collection of novels by Frederick Brown called Martians and Madness. I have the companion volume to this with all of his short stories. So I figured once I found out about this, I figured, well, I gotta have the companion to that. Next is a non-fiction book by David Attenborough, A Life on Our Planet. From what I understand, it's a very good and moving book. Next is a very hard to find book from Cameron Pierce and Jim Agpausa. It's almost finishing my Cameron Pierce collection, and this one actually arrived signed. It's called a Fantastic Earth Destroyer Ultra Plus. Agpausa is the artist. And I'm not sure how much you can make that out, but yeah, that's signed. It's signed in silver marker. So I finally found a copy, and it wound up being signed. That's the way things work with me, I guess. Andrew Weston, The X. This is the beginning of a series. As far as I know, this is probably the only one I'll get of this series. Next is another anthology, Bloody Hell, anthology of indie horror. And this one is a Library of America book, American Science Fiction, 1960 to 66. I was reading or watching a BookTube video, and they kind of recommended this, and they talked about it well enough that I seemed interested in it. This one's got The High Crusade by Poul Anderson, Way Station by Clifford Simak, Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes, and Call Me Conrad / This Immortal by Roger Zelazny in it. Next is another anthology, They Came from Outer Space. This is about science fiction stories that actually were made into movies, and the original versions of those movies. Next is the second book in a series by Lisa Lee Curtis, Brief Biographies of Badass Bitches, Volume 2. I should have already showed off Volume 1. Next, The Conspirators' Hierarchy, Story of the Committee of 300 by John Coleman. Next is the latest and possibly the last in this series. Is The State of the Free Press in 2026. As far as I know, I got every single book in this series. I can't find any more of the earlier volumes, so as far as I know, I got all of them. This is a puzzle book called The Killer Isn't Alice. Most of the chapters are just nothing but names, and you have to go by some clues and cross off the names to figure out who that killer is. Next is a Compendium of Emerald Tablets by Billy Carson. And then another one I'll let you read. The cover is sun faded because I kept this in my car, and it might be a little hard to make out. Next, this might be the last of this series that I get. The DK books, and this is the chemistry book. I've showed off a bunch of these others in this series, and that's probably the last one I'll get, at least for a while. Next is Diary of a Space Person, Chris Foss. It's an art book with a little bit of text to go with it. Then you got a Squirrel Girl Beat the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl Beats Up the Marvel Universe. Then a couple, and as far as I know, the last of the Barbara Jensen books that for some reason I was getting. This one's called Clothing Optional. And then you got Come As You Like. And another art book, Dennis Gur, Apocryphagy. And the last one that I'm going to show off, another art book, Fantasy by Fabian. And would you know it, this one came signed as well. And I think that's a, what you call that, a remarquee, even though it's a little small one. Picture of a boat or something. I think if it is, if you consider that a remarquee, from what I understand, that's the right word. That might be my first one. So that's all I got. Got through that as quick as I could. So hope you got something out of that and found something interesting you might want to look for. My feet are asleep. I need to wake them up. That's going to take a little bit. So if you're watching, I appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Thank you. We'll see you again.